You're right.
I don't know how it works.
You did all right. Whoever puts more money in the dark, that's
you cannot take it back.
Dark
sure.
back. 2,300.
What? You bet in the dark? Okay.
Oh.
Another player with a heart in their hands. This could be trouble for Dennis. I mean, I'm sorry, for Henry. I mean, he's got an ace.
Check.
It might be hard for him to give Dennis a 10 here. 13,000 in the pot already.
5,000.
Henry's going to flick it in. Pot now.
Check.
Mine doesn't really change anything. Pot now 23-3. Henry desperate to get the showdown. Hearts missed. I mean, Dennis is going to have bluffs in his range. I mean, he could have just floated with some hands. You know what I mean? He could have floated with Queen Jack, and he is going to go 5,000 on the turn, and now he's going to go for a lot of it on the turn on the river. And by the way, if Henry calls this, it'll be the largest pot of the night. 63-3 in the pot, 40,000 to call. So Henry getting a decent price. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Henry getting a terrible price. My little brain fart there. Like Dennis goes 40,000 into 23. So he is quite polarized here, as they say. Like Dennis pretty much saying, yeah, I've got it or I got nothing. All right? You don't think he's going for like thin value here. Although this is such a unique situation with Henry having the ace in his hand and the board being double paired. And as I incorrectly said, but fixed, Henry getting a pretty awful price. Just 1.5 to 1 on his money. He has to be right here an awful lot. And he's going to make the call. Yeah, and you saw the second 10 was going to be a lot of trouble for Henry. It's just hard to give Dennis credit.
He found a way not to pay for it. Smart guy.
4,000.
Seriously, like.
He's getting paid.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, he found a way not to pay for it. That's genius.
Can you give me 100 bait?
Take it 10 large.
One player at this table, Mariano. I'm sorry, one player at this table, Dennis certainly cannot push around is Mariano, and Mariano's got jacks. So Dennis 4-bets out of the straddle. Mariano out of position with jacks. Does he just call here? Does he 5-bet?
I'm here anyway.
He has Dennis covered. Dennis started the hand with 136,000, and Mariano just calls. Not much going on for Dennis.
Gerry, who's in the game you're playing with? What group they are in?
Oh, it's one of Chinese people.
Mariano's certainly not going to fold just yet.
The table one before.
Pot now 37,675. 8 of spades would be juicy, huh?
They play pretty big.
3 of clubs, kind of a blank. Not a particularly good barrel card. Dennis was looking for some sort of straight card, maybe a spade, maybe an ace.
The one I know is the Korean.
Dennis always doesn't always need that.
He's still around.
He can fire anyway.
He was in the World
See if he
Series.
wants to or not.
He was around in the World
We can see he's drawing dead.
Fun guy to play. He destroyed me.
He's pretty very aggressive player.
And he's going to fire again. Now the real question. Whoa, this time Mariano lets it go.
likable guy, though.
Wow. I didn't think Mariano would fold to the second barrel.
Kind of
but
guy
he
you don't
does.
mind losing to, you know? I could never trust myself with poker. That's why I don't have any kids.
Tell your kids that their college friends are going to Uncle Ishan.
And what are you going to do with it?
I don't know.
You
Give
married?
it to my kids.
You married?
Fiance.
All right. Best of luck.
Thanks.
When is the big day?
We're not gonna have a big wedding. We're just gonna do like
Still
a
a big
dinner.
day. You have to have a big
We
wedding.
haven't scheduled it yet.
Yeah.
Maybe we might do it this year or next year.
All right. All the best. All the best.
Yeah.
We have something in common.
Oh. Good discount.
Asian.
Mariano with a set of threes. Henry with ace queen on this all heart board. Ace and
Both
the set of
are
threes. So Dennis has got the king of hearts, by the way. So see how this one plays out. I don't think anybody's all that crazy about putting a ton of money in the pot just yet.
Check. I have something in common with both of
I
you.
mean, obviously Mariano likes his hands,
What it is.
but has to be a little bit wary.
Beside that, a little more. Go ahead.
You have Asian
I mean,
ex-wives.
These guys are deep. I mean, we're talking about $400,000 between these three players.
We have something in common, three of us.
Mariano is going to bet. He's going to charge those flush draws, charge the aces,
I
especially
got one in my house, by the way.
ace X of hearts. I mean, Dennis doesn't need to go anywhere. He's getting a decent price. He assumes if a heart comes off, he wins. Little does he know the five of hearts would be a disaster for him.
The flavor. Once you do that, like
Henry is drawing dead.
Yeah, the flavor.
And maybe if Dennis calls this, Henry gets out of the way. I don't know. I mean, ace queen's a strong hand.
Lump, use that lump chart.
But you can see the bet, the call, and the call. And everybody kind of put their, whoa.
Bump it up.
Dennis is going to raise now.
Large.
Large.
Now, Dennis has got a key card. I mean, the king of hearts is a really key card.
I might just another day. What's tomorrow's schedule?
Now, the fact that Henry is going to tank on this one,
Tomorrow's
20, 40.
it's got to give Mariano the thought that he has a big ace, or an ace at least, right?
It's not.
And that Dennis is either doing this with the flush or with the king of hearts in his hand. Now, I don't think Mariano's going to go anywhere just yet.
I thought, you know, 25,
That's for sure. He's got a chance to fill up.
50,000 is decent.
But the real question is, what does he do when he calls this? The pot is $54,000. What does he do if Dennis goes 75?
Wednesdays can be pretty.
That's where it gets fucking cool. Pardon my language.
All right, let's go.
That's where it gets cool.
Wednesdays can be pretty
If
big.
the river's a blank,
Depends on who's playing.
Yeah.
and it is,
It's so far
I've
here.
lost over 100 on Wednesday.
and Dennis goes 70,000 here, what does Mariano do?
Any one of us here.
By the way, Dennis has a 7 of diamonds as well.
That's how it plays too. If no one wanted to try it,
Yeah. I just didn't come prepared, but anyway, who cares? Let's just run it up, right?
No talk here from Mariano. Not trying to convince him to get the showdown.
You're funny. You start
I mean, I think we know that if Dennis wants to get Mariano to fold, we know it's going to take a huge bet. Frankly, when Mariano
We're suffocating.
called the turn, he's certainly telling the story that he's got a big hand, whether it's a big ace.
It's not fair, you know? Yeah. It's not right. All that media.
And Dennis just went all in.
Count?
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he covers me,
Oh,
right?
this is such a cool spot. He doesn't quite have you covered, but pretty much. It is $130,850
Yeah, this 20.
into a pot of about 54, we'll call it. Pot is 184, 130 to call.
This is 100.
What would you do with a set of threes?
120. 130. 130. 925.
Kind of a crazy spot, but a set of threes here is just a bluff catcher. Dennis is not doing this.
That's not a thing.
Dennis is not doing this with a value hand that's worse than a set. Oh, what a crazy spot. Gotta love it. Dennis goes for it. Now, last time, Dennis did not pull the trigger, and he let Mariano win with a pair of fours.
Sorry,
This
guys,
time
I'm
he
gonna
pulls
need
the
time
trigger.
for this one.
I'm waiting on a drink. Take all the time in the world.
Dennis just called the flop. He raised the turn, even with a player in behind.
We know the same people.
I think I can have some flushes. I can have some hands with a heart.
Mute seat 4.
And then he goes about 2.5 times pot on the river. Biggest pot of the night. And how fitting it's between these two players.
She's a rock star.
He's the real boss.
Yes, sir.
Such a sick spot. It's one of those, you either have it or you don't, right? I mean, your opponent's either got the flush or he doesn't.
Artesia, you told me about? Yeah.
Earlier on, Dennis went about 1.5 times pot when he made his hand against Brown Balla and got paid. This time he goes 2.5 times pot, but he doesn't have it.
Sorry, Magic. You spread the pot.
I think this is certainly one of those times where it is okay to take your time. This should be the longest tank of the night, and you can certainly understand why. There's the look of a man who's just risking $131,000 to win 54. Does it work?
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry to take so long.
Don't worry.
I really can't decide. I apologize.
Don't worry about us.
It's
I
a
need
big
the-
pot, man. Take your time.
I need the sand.
It's a huge pot. Yeah, it's a huge pot. Take your time.
Yeah.
You gotta pay for my drink, okay? I'm sobering up.
I am often not a big believer in tanking. I don't advocate it, but in a spot like this, take your time.
All right. I guess I should just decide. It's pretty close.
What's that guy's name? The guy that runs Austin Lodge? Yeah, give him a call. Thank you. It smells great, by the way.
One more minute. Don't look at me like that. I'm gonna figure this out. Give me a sec.
What would you do? somebody just put you to the test like this. And Mariano folds. Wow. Wow.
No.
7-9.
Nice play.
I mean, that's only how you win.
Sick bluff.
Wow.
Nice play.
Wow.
That is sick.
That is the
Wow.
madness. That was a real nice.
What a hand.
That's a PLO
What a
play.
hand.
He plays PLO. I knew you had the blocker.
You knew, huh?
Yeah, 'cause you play PLO.
Let's see how you will call next time.
If I had a flop,
I will
I'm
give you a
not gonna
chance.
fold.
I will give you a chance.
I mean, you know he has the king of hearts. Just the question of is
You
he
will
a king of
call
hearts,
with 20k, but
another
how
heart,
you call with
or a king of hearts and
150k?
nothing?
Bro, you think he folded a flush?
I mean, he did flat the flop,
No.
right? You go, okay. He raised the turn with the player behind him. Tough spot.
Flash,
Man.
he'll call.
And
For
what is
sure.
Mariano thinking right
Why you
now?
winning my action? Let me make 1,000. I didn't see the whole hand.
No, he said flush and call for sure.
Wow, what a hand.